Russia, its new major military
and political ally. 10 aircraft were counted on ground and in the air, 8 planes and 2 helicopters during the ceremony. The desire to modernize and equip our army is not only linked to security crisis. Of course, this crisis has shown the urgency of it. But above all, it responds to a fundamental need. Ensuring the security of its population is not a luxury, but a necessity. Malian officials did not give a detailed breakdown of how many of each aircraft have been delivered, and while they say they purchased the weapons, they have released no details of the transactions. This is the latest series of similar Russian deliveries of military equipment following others in March and August 2022. Mali's defense and security forces, once again on their feet and autonomous, now inspire respect and present a positive image of Mali to all partners. The West African nation has been fighting jihadist insurgency since 2012. Multiple sources say Malian authorities started bringing in paramilitaries from Russian group Wenga since late 2022. Mali has denied the allegations, saying it has simply revived long-standing links with Russia and its army.
Mali is buying Russian weapons, airplanes, tanks, helicopters, etc. Just because Mali no longer needs or wants France. Because the France is promising to help Mali fighting against terrorism. However, it did not go well. While France actually there, the terrorism is still going on and cannot be stopped. The Mali government lost confidence with France, and that's why it moved to buy Russian warplanes and helicopters to fight terrorism for themselves without relying France anymore. It is because France cannot guarantee Mali government a security against the threat, internal threats such as the terrorism inside our country. Why? Because France not actually fighting terrorism. And instead, they are maybe they are instead creating terrorism in order for them to remain there or to stay. And of course, that is a double-edged dealings with Mali and France for long, and now they are trying to make it for themselves, protect themselves, to do not rely anyone to fight against terrorism. So nobody would care if the West will not be happy about it, just because they are protecting themselves against terrorism. Okay, the moment that the Mali are able to defend themselves, they do not rely anyone else. They will be independent. Okay, nobody will ever again threatening them by military force. If ever they build up their forces, that is enough to protect their country. So France was expelled and no longer able to uh, enter. Their military forces is no longer there, and of course the France interest, such as, like, of course we know that uh, the resources that it needs. It's not about giving the Mali security against terrorism, but of course it is about the French interest to being there. So that's why I will say this: in order for the France forces or France to be there or to stay there, it needs to have an uh, a valid reason. Just like, for example, helping Mali government fighting terrorism. However, if the terrorism is gone or will completely gone or erased, so the France will have no reason to stay there. And that's why the terrorists or the terrorism will remain in Mali. And that's what the Mali government is being frustrated about. Why? Just because whenever there is interference from outside the country, let's say for example forces from France, in order to help them, say, fighting against terrorism with Mali government, the terrorism will not gun, will never gun, just because these are the reason they are there. And of course, we know that the interest of France will have to be there. Okay, now this is dangerous for Mali government, and you have to be aware that every Western Europe Western country that is in Africa right now and even before, they will always make a reason to be there. So okay, and this is dangerous time for Mali. It's not, we don't have to celebrate it yet, just because right now at this moment the Mali government should uh, outline uh, measures, okay, to make it more safe for their forces, their security. It is because once the France is gone, the France will make uh, a comeback or want to make a comeback by the same reason they are in there. Okay, and also the United States is not happy. Okay, whenever there is uh, whenever the Western country is not happy about the government decision, you know what the next the next uh, the next event will be is it should be not in favor with Mali government. Okay, just because the Mali government go against. Okay, let me say this: it go against the flow of their interest. Okay, go against their interest. Okay, we know what are the interests of Western and European countries in Africa or in Mali. So it will create another reason for the France to come back there. So it will have another uh, high and low situation to make the government of Mali uh, to be uh, more uh, capable enough. It should uh, decide. Uh, decide uh, straight, straight. No, no, no. Like swaggy like thing, like the thing that it's straightforward. There's no middle decision. It should be straightforward. Just because right now they know what was happening when there's interference from other country. I know in the fact that just because what was happening in Mali also happening here in the Philippines. The moment that there is a reason for that outside country, it says that they are helping, they are protecting, and they are actually that is double-edged swords that you are dealing with a double-edged sword. In a front, you are good, and behind it was your something like you don't know that there are something what happening behind that you don't know. So what I am talking is the Mali should proceed cautiously, straightforward, uh, educates their citizen that the, the action of government should be like this, and we have to be aware that the impending dangers or events that might happen in our country, and of course that events will happen with the interference from outside. Okay, you know what I mean. Okay, good luck, good luck to Mali for the best decision they made for the countries. They should the Mali should be self-sufficient. There should be no other country interfering any other country. Okay, just like putting any uh, forces inside Mali for the reason that there is terrorism and they are with Mali government fighting the same terrorism. But in fact, the terrorism did not go even before how many decades had passed and it never got. Instead, it worsened. So right now I congratulate Mali government for the best decision they made. I hope they will be self-sufficient. They can able to uh, instead. Right now they are buying Russian warplanes. Instead, maybe in the future they can able to manufacture their own. Well, that's good. Be just aware of the outside interference, and this is the critical moment. Congratulations.